Hey, listen, what's happening? What's happening, everybody? This is that boy. This is that boy, RickTitus, at Exquisite Podcast. We got a function going on in the background. In the background, disregard the music. We don't own the copyrights of the music that's playing in the background. We do not own the copy of the music that's playing in the background. Fair use, fair use. Hey, listen, this is that boy Rick Titus with Exquisite Podcast. Exquisite Podcast. Listen, family. Listen. Hey, listen, we're renting out booth. We're renting out some podcasting studios. We're renting them out. So listen, get in touch with that boy Rick Titus. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Subscribe and hit those doggone thumbs up. Hit that doggone thumbs up. Hit that doggone notification bell. Listen, donations are accepted. Donations are accepted. Hey, listen, we want to thank Florence, South Carolina. We want to thank Bishopville, South Carolina. Manning, South Carolina. Clinton, Maryland. Bowie, Maryland. And Reisterstown, Maryland, and Baltimore, Maryland. We want to thank you for the donation. We appreciate the donation to help keep this YouTube channel up and popping. Hey, listen, family, listen. I want to give this gentleman his flowers. Flowers is out to you, Dr. Green. Dr. Lionel Green from WBGR TV. That's where I learned all of my skill sets at. That's where I learned my skill sets at. Salute to you, Dr. Green with WBGR TV. And listen, let's do a shout out to that girl, your girl, Natasha Carpenter, with that excellent tea, that excellent coffee. You can find her on Facebook, YouTube, Tickalacka, Twitch, Twitter, WBGR TV Network. Hey, listen, and tell her Rick Titus sent you over there, family. Hey, listen, family, listen. Some of our family members out there having some issues when someone dies in the family, when they lose a loved one. When they lose a loved one, listen, we got to start getting some life insurance. Get you about $50,000 to $75,000 worth of life insurance so you can bury that loved one safely. Send them off on a good retreat. Send them home good. Send them all home good. You don't have to be coming up with these GoFundMe accounts. These GoFundMe accounts. Get you some life insurance, family. That's what I want to pass on to your family. Get you some doggone life insurance to help your family out, help your family members out, especially the older ones that we are losing out here. Help them out. So listen, family, listen. I want to see you guys come and see me in the back office. That boy Rick Titus. Come and see that boy Rick Titus talking about these podcasts. This podcast business. This podcast business is sweet. I'm in the studio right now today. We are looking to rent out our studios. We're looking to rent out our podcast room. We're looking to rent out our podcast room. We want to make sure we get that taken care of. We want to make sure we take care of that. Listen, hit the description, hit that link in the description box. Hit that link in the description box. So if you are thinking about doing a podcast, but you don't have the cameras, you don't have this small tool that I have in my hand, you don't have the laptop, the desktop, the high-speed internet, the backdrops, the markup. Let that boy Rick Titus do all the heavy work and heavy lifting for you. Let me do all of the heavy lifting for you to get that podcast up and popping, and get that podcast up and popping. That's what I'm talking about, family. We need to do business with people that looks like you and I. We located in Waldorf, Maryland, at the St. Charles Town Center Mall in Waldorf. Come and see it. It's right around the corner from J.C. Penney. I'm in the studio right now as we talk. Family. So listen, family, if you're thinking about it, if it was something that you had to go to sleep on, get that podcast done. I know some of you guys got a lot to share. We got a lot of information to share, and I am in the studio right now. Then I gave that boy a studio platform, 8,000 feet square. What? 8,000 feet square feet? They gave that boy a podcast room, that boy Rick Titus, So come on, I want to share the information with the community. I want everybody in the community to grind, to get that podcast popping. Hey, listen, family. Wait, listen, we want to talk about this eminent domain. Look it up. I ain't made the name up. I didn't make it up. Go to Google, go to YouTube, go wherever you need to go. Go to Google Flash Drive or whatever you need to go to get that information and look up eminent domain in the state of Georgia. I don't know what crackerjack box they getting this shit from. Talk to that boy. I don't know where they're getting this from in the crackerjack box. We got some FBA family, some older family they got a 600 square feet. Or 600 acres? Yeah, they got 600 acres. But guess what they're trying to do in this eminent domain? I never heard of that. I thought when you bought the house, you bought the land. I thought when you bought the land, you bought the house. So what crackerjack is going on here? That's what they're trying to do. Huh? They're trying to run a railroad track in their backyard. I said, what crackerjack shenanigan is that? Listen, family, I don't know if this is happening in the state where you living in, but we need to help our people that's in the state of Maryland. I mean, no, the state of Georgia. The state of Georgia. I'm sorry, the state of Georgia. What is going on here, man? We got to come on code. We got to come on code. They don't do that in other. I haven't heard them doing that in other neighborhoods. I haven't heard them doing that in other states, but the state of Georgia. So we need to take a look at that. Huh? We need to take a look at that. Eminent domain. Look it up. Google it. Huh? And these are some of our people. These are older individuals, husband and a wife, been together 60 years from what they said. This is what I saw on the news, in the state of Georgia. Eminent domain. So listen, family. This is that boy RickTitus, with Exquisite Podcast in the state of Maryland, in Waldorf, Maryland. Everybody in the DMV knows where Waldorf, Maryland is located at. In the St. Charles Town Center Mall, right around the corner from J.C. Penney. This is what we want to do in the community. We want to help people in the community. Some people do not have the backdrops. Some people don't have the mock-ups. Some people don't have the locations. Some people don't have that podcast dashboard. Some people don't have the cameras. Some people just don't have that spotlight. What we want to do, we want to rent out our studio to you so you can look good. Look, if you look good, you feel good. If you look good, you feel good, family. Talk to that boy RickTitus at Exquisite Podcast in Waldorf, Maryland. Listen, if you want to get that podcast popping, some people say, hey, look, Rick, I don't even know what I need to say. Look, you can talk about entertainment. You can talk about sports. You can talk about politicians. You can talk about religion. You can talk about health and wellness. You can talk about diabetes to help some people along the way. We can talk about kidney. My man, Nate Robertson, bless his heart. He got a kidney transplant. And listen, God bless my sister Angie Stone. That sister was a writer. I don't know what happened. I got to read up a little bit more. I got to find out the truth. I know she had some difficult with some of her record company. She passed away. I knew her personally. I shook her hand. I hugged her. She was a beautiful young lady. She helped us out in the police department when we was escorting her from her shows in Maryland, Virginia, D.C. She treated us all like kings. So I don't know what's going on. I mean, we're not lost Michael. We're not lost Prince. We're not lost Whitney. We're not lost Angie Stone. Now we're not lost my brother Wiggins with Tony. Luther Vandross. Come on. Somebody got to scratch my back. Somebody better scratch my back. Hey, bless your heart, Angie Stone. Rest in peace, my dear. I'll keep your name. I'll keep your legacy moving. And now, this is one thing that's bothering me. People that live in Washington, D.C., People that live in Baltimore, they don't get along with each other. People that lives in Baltimore don't get along with the people that lives in Washington, D.C. 30 minutes apiece, 30 minutes apiece apart from each other. That brother Reginald Lewis, they say he died of a brain aneurysm. I don't believe it. He's from Baltimore. Check his book out, Why White Guys Should Have All the Fun. I read that book over and over. That was my brother. That was another rider. Beatrice International in Washington, in Baltimore, Maryland. Some of you guys don't probably even know who Reginald Lewis is, and you live in Baltimore. Come on, we need to get on code with each other, DC and Baltimore. We need to get on code. We're only 30 minutes apart from each other. Now, let me address this. We had I don't know if this is a young lady or a male, sent me a text in my last video saying, why am I thanking WBGR? Man, you're supposed to give the thanks on the people and the person and the company that gave you the training. That gave you another skill set to survive. So what do you mean, why shouldn't I thank WBGR, Dr. Lionel Green? I should. I was with this brother when he was in the basement in this house. I said, let me go ahead and check this out. Let me get in touch with the owner of this company. I called him. I said, I want to do a show. He said, come on in. Man, I was taking notes. He said, this is what we need to do, Titus. This is what we can't do, Titus. This is what we allow, Titus. And I just did my studying as a student, learning a new skill set. So what are you talking about? Why shouldn't I thank them? I'm going to always praise WBGR TV network because that's where my skill set came from. You understand? Maybe you might need to get you some skill set. And maybe you might need to check out on my live. Maybe you might need to check out because the next time you come in my live talking that bull junk, I'm going to block you. The next time you come in right in my live, I'm going to block you. Yeah. That boy RickTitus from Maysville, South Carolina, Sumter, South Carolina, Harriet Tubman Railroad Underground. Yeah, I said it. Some people in Maysville don't even know who Harriet Tubman is. That boy RickTitus showing up, dude. Yeah, I was born in Washington, D.C., but my roots is from Maysville, South Carolina, Sumter, South Carolina. You digging me? That boy RickTitus. I ain't scared to say it. So listen, family. Hey man, they're getting my blood pressure up on these wires here. So listen, if you want a podcast studio, if you got something to say, if you want people to hear you, click the link in the bio. Click the link that's scrolling down on that ticker. Get in touch with that boy RickTitus so we can go ahead and talk about the details on renting out your podcast studio at Exquisite Podcast, located in Waldorf, Maryland. Everybody in the DMV know where Waldorf, Maryland is located at? Right inside the St. Charles Town Center Mall, right around the corner from J.C. Penney's. Come on, climb on in with that boy RickTitus. Yeah, we got to start doing some business. And listen, that's the reason why some of these people that's up there in the higher ups, cutting jobs, cutting people out of their personal income. People got families, people got mortgages, people got kids. What in the Cracker Jacks are y'all talking about? So I want to help some entrepreneurs out here. I want to give my hand in the community. I want to give you my hands in the community to help somebody build something, somebody to get up off of that couch and start building something, start putting in that work. I got, man, listen, they don't know what they did when they gave me a studio, 8,000 square foot studio. I want to rent my studio out. I want to rent my podcast studio out to somebody who want to give it a chance. So we can talk about the particulars. Oh yeah, you just click the link. I ain't hard to find. I'm not hard to find. That boy RickTitus. with Exquisite Podcast. Yeah, that's who I'm talking. That's who I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. So if you got something that you want to say, if you got something that you want people to see, get in touch with that boy RickTitus. We are renting out one of our studios. Hmm? We're renting out one of our studios. Come first serve comes first. First serve comes first. We are renting out one of our studios at Exquisite Podcast. If you got something to say or you want to be seen, this is that boy RickTitus with Exquisite Podcast, located in Waldorf, Maryland, in St. Charles, in the St. Charles Town Center Mall, right around the corner from J.C. Penney. Come and get your podcast popping. Huh? Come and rent out that podcast studio. Make your vision shine. Huh? This is that boy RickTitus with Exquisite Podcast, located in Waldorf, Maryland, in the St. Charles Town Center Mall, right around the corner from J.C. Penney. We're renting out one of our podcast studio. Come and get in. Come and climb in. I'll see you guys on another video. And guess what? Who said it couldn't be done?